Analysts say terrorism is not created out of thin air. There are a whole slew of factors that are usually in place before terrorism can take root in societies. Anthony Quartersman at the Center for Strategic and International Studies says there are ingredients for social violence. They include people moving into cities at a quick pace, creating a strain on resources, and economic, judicial, and education systems tending to be weak, creating a vacuum for terror recruiting.
Well, what you have seen in Iraq and Afghanistan is you haven't brought stability. And you have had regimes which essentially have seen authoritarian leaders replaced by the release of all the sectarian and ethnic challenges, all of the problems in economics, hyper-urbanization, that have been essentially suppressed by force, suddenly become pressures that are in the open and can openly compete. And in both Afghanistan and Iraq, that has had some very powerful negative consequences. And unfortunately, there is a very strange kind of democracy in some kind of countries, and that's basically the only people who get to vote are young men with guns.
Quartersman concedes some of that is easier said than done, especially when it comes to building a healthy and sustainable economy.
I think if you look back at the period between the end of World War II and the present, there are only a limited number of countries which have moved towards sustained development. In every case, what you had was a long period of government which focused on the broad structure of economic development, which saw the need to educate, to provide medical services, to actually govern. Sometimes these began as authoritarian structures, although many changed into democracies. But if there is any general principle, it is that while you can help a country from the outside, you cannot help a country that does not help itself.
Our thanks to Anthony Quartersman for his insight. It started